So we had Jimmy Burrows was on because he's written this memoir.
Great memoir.
And he just talks about all the but in the book, and we asked him, and I know you're friends now, but
yeah.
When the Friends,
I know. I read that section. Yeah.
When the Friends pilot was in production, he wrote this. Because he was directing the pilot of Friends. When the Friends pilot was in production, I heard from someone on the show that Lisa said, "That fucking Jimmy Burrows is directing the show." Yeah. Can you believe it? Because you had a whole history with him, and I wanted you to talk about that evolution of that relationship.
Yeah, because was it that same season? No.
This was a couple of years before.
Yeah, a year before. I was cast in Frasier as Roz, mistakenly cast. But I didn't know that at the time. And I knew that Jim Burrows clocked that I was wrong for it from the table read. And so I thought, oh, he doesn't like me. Like, he doesn't like what I do. So then we're doing Friends, and I had to do a special audition just for Jim Burrows. You do producers and then studio again, network. But in between all of that, I had to go in and read for Jim Burrows. And I thought, well, maybe everyone has to read for Jim Burrows, I found out last year when we did the reunion or something no, not the reunion. It was a tribute to Jimmy a few years ago. No, I was the only one that had to read for him just to make sure it was all okay with Jimmy that I play Phoebe or go to the studio for Phoebe or the network. Yeah, so then we're there and and I don't think I said it like that. I think it was more like, fucking Jimmy Burrows is directing this. It was more like in defeat, not anger.
Right, defeated,
right? And then,
demoralized.
And then he tells the story, but we're doing a run through. We're getting ready to do a run through, and I have to do my Phoebe monologue. And he's like, "Lisa, sit under the table to read the monologue." What? Yeah, do it from under the table. She's out there. And I just went, oh, my God, I can't connect with anybody. I'm just if you need to demonstrate how much the character doesn't belong with these people, which I knew was something they were sort of concerned about. Well, we're just going to highlight it and demonstrate it right now. So I did that. I did the best I could. And sure enough, after the run through, David Crane says, and then, Lisa, it's fun that you're under the table. As if it was my idea.
Right.
It's
horrible.
Fun that you're under the table. But I'm not sure that it works under the table. I'm not sure that works. And I just went, okay, yeah. Because I'm not going to say, Jimmy, maybe, But then, like the mensch he is, Jimmy said, no, that was my idea. Yeah, we don't have to do that. And I just went, oh, thank God. And I saw that he wrote in there that then she could know that she could trust me.
Yes.
And he was right.
And then you cast him as a director in The Comeback.
Right, perfect.
Yes, because, I mean, I not grew to love him. I always wanted to love him. I just thought he hated me. But because for Valerie, we needed the top director for sitcoms, like irrefutably the top. And that's Jim Burrows. That's shorthand. And you don't even need to be in this business. We're just telling you it is. But it's fun to see actual Jimmy Burrows. I don't know who's going to be Jim Burrows. So, yeah, he did it. And he was perfect and fantastic, even though he thought it was mean. And, it wasn't that he's being mean. That's who Jim Burrows is, too. I mean, it's the person who's just going to tell you the truth. Not trying to take you down. He's just telling you what you need to know. He's trying to save you.